welcome to Crafternoons. I'm Miss Angela with the Indian Valley Public Library. Today we are going to be drawing a mermaid from this book. It's fun to draw fairies, mermaids, princesses, and ballerinas by Mark Bergen. Now, if you were watching back in the fall when we first started our Crafternoons program, you might remember that Miss Nicole drew a princess from this book named Princess Nicole. So I'm going to follow her example, and I have selected, because the theme for summer is Oceans of Possibilities, to draw a mermaid. I am going to draw Pearl, a mermaid. And I thought, just like Miss Nicole made her Princess Nicole look like herself, she modified the picture. I'm going to modify the picture a little bit to look a little bit more like me. Pearl doesn't look like me, but I think that like Pearl, I would be sitting on a rock in the ocean, talking with my animal friends. So I like Pearl, what Pearl's doing, but I want to modify this to make Pearl look like myself. And you can modify your picture any way that you want. And so if you don't have long blonde hair, or if you don't like the color green, or if you're a boy and you want to make this into a merman, you can do that. Or if you want to draw a mer kitty or a mer puppy, you have a lot of freedom. So this gives you the basic structure, and we can modify it as we go along. So we are going to start. To follow along today, you're going to need a piece of paper, a pencil, a good eraser, a marker for tracing your lines, and something to color with. I like my textured crowns here. I'm going to use them. So we're going to start with our paper and our pencil. And we're going to start with this step right here, which is basically almost like a sideways fat teardrop shape. And that's going to be our mermaid's head. So we're going to start with a point, come out, around, and like this. And there's our mermaid's head. So we're going to give her an eye and a mouth. Now in this next step is where they drew Pearl's hair. Now I do not have long hair. I have short hair. So I decided I'm going to make my hair a little bit shorter. So we're going to start right here in the middle of the forehead, and we're going to come out, and we're going to do like kind of a shorter hairstyle. So my hair is more like that. And that's really cool. You can draw your hair any way you want. And I think I wouldn't wear pearls in my hair, so I think I'm going to leave that part off of my picture. So there's Pearl's head, or my head, because I'm the mermaid here. So we are going to then draw her body. Now, because I didn't go down here with my hair, I'm going to have to kind of imagine how the lines would look. So I'm going to start right here and draw a line down, a line over, and a line back up. So that's going to be my body. And then there's a line here that's going to be like the top of my shirt. And I think I would have the top of my shirt go all the way up to my neck. So I'm going to draw a line like this. And here I'm going to draw some hands. And now I got to draw an open hand here because I'm holding the crab. So if you see later, we're going to be holding the crab. So we're going to draw a line out, and a curved line for my thumb, and another curved line for the rest of my hand. And then I'm going to take that all the way back. And I'm going to give myself a sleeve. So I decided I'm going to have a short sleeve on. Now I'm going to draw my other line. I'm going to start up here because, again, I have to start it back further because I don't have this hair. So I'm going to draw a line, a curved line that goes up this way. That's going to be my one side of my hand. And I'm going to start a little bit over further and draw my other hand. And then I'll draw some fingers. So there's my other hand, and I'm going to give myself a sleeve this way. All right, so now I have my body and my head and my arms. So now I'm a mer person, so I have to draw my long tail. So I'm going to start here at the bottom of my body, and I'm going to draw a curved line. And because I'm sitting, I have to curve it up this way, and I'm going to curve it around and hook it this way to make the tail. And I'm going to curve back the other way curve the opposite way this way to make the other side of my tail. I'm going to stop right here, and then I'm going to curve it the other way to make the top part of my tail. And you can see a little curve here, where my tail is a little bit behind my arm there. All right, so I have my tail now. Now I just need the things that are with me in the picture. So we're going to draw a rock that I'm sitting on, and we're going to curve the line this way, and then we're going to switch directions and curve this way, and we're going to make the bottom of the rock is like where the sea meets it. So we're going to make waves like this, because that's where the waves are hitting the rock, and you only see what's above the waves. We're going to continue this wave line up through here and a little bit here. So my tail covers most of the rock. I'm going to erase that. I didn't like how that turned out. I did mine, ended up doing a little bit differently. They have the rock going up over my tail. I think I want my tail hanging over the side of the rock like that. My tail is a little bit thicker than her tail. All right, so the only thing left I have to draw is my crab friend. Now, I'm going to draw a crab. You can draw any sea creature or any other animal you might want to be talking to as a merfolk. The merfolk are well versed in talking to all different kinds of sea creatures. So we're going to draw an oval shape. And we're going to give our crab a big smile. He's happy to see us. And we're going to give him 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to give our crab friend a claw, so a curved line this way, another curved line this way. Give him some pinchers. And then we're going to draw another claw over here. It looks like they just have like a circle and a curved sea line here, with some tucks in here for the pinchers. And the last thing we need to do is 2 lines up this way and 2 lines up again, and a little circle to top them off, and that's our crab's eyes. I want to give him a little pupil. So there we have our mermaid, and I'm just going to keep going with my waves to kind of fill in the rest of this picture. And if you really want to make a whole scene, you could draw some creatures under the water, you could draw some birds up in the air, you could really make this a whole scene for your mer person. So now the only thing left to do is we're going to trace our lines, erase the pencil marks, and color it in. Now don't forget, because this line is actually behind your arm, you're going to want to not necessarily trace that one. You're going to get rid of that line. And I'm going to get rid of the top of my head here because that's covered by my hair. But other than that, I'm just going to trace my lines and go ahead and get started with my coloring. All right. And there you have it. There is my completed mer person. Now, you can really have some fun with this and make some changes and fit the picture to look like however you want it to look like. I can't wait to see what you come up with, and I will see you next time. Bye.